Hi guys, my name is Evan Charney.
And I'm Sicily Sorrell.
And welcome back to Coug on the Clock. Today, our 4 topics that we're going to be talking about are WSU baseball, the NBA, the NCAA Women's Championship game, and the NCAA Men's Championship game. So let's get right into it. All right, so it's going to be back at his desk. It's been a little bit while for me, but it feels good to be back. So.
Yeah, I haven't. This will be my first show with you, so I'm excited to get into some juicy topics.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we start off with a really good one, WSU baseball, which is my forte. I love baseball, love WSU baseball, follow them a lot. But let's talk about the last couple games that we've played. This past weekend, they played number 12 in the country, UCLA, and I'm not going to lie, they kind of surprised me a little bit. They came out to play, and they won both games. One of them got postponed because Pullman weather and, the snow, of course, just decided to come in and ruin everything. But they won the first game 9-5, and they won the second game 5-1. So pretty good. The third game that got postponed, they don't have an update for a new date yet, but it'll be played at some point. But against number 12 team in the country, that's pretty good because we haven't been doing super great as we got swept by USC, but that was a really good bounce back win of a series. And then they just played BYU, and they won that one 6-1, backed by some really strong pitching. So we love to see that.
Some solid play there.
Yeah. Honestly, that's really all I have. Baseball has just been they've just been kind of killing it lately. They kind of fell off a little bit, but we're doing pretty good right now. The Pac-12, however, just in general, the standings are, for overall record, it's pretty close. Like, WSU's ranked, 6 or 7 right now, and the record's 18-9. And the only 2 teams that there's only 2 teams in the Pac-12 that have a losing record, which are Cal, who are 11-12, and Utah, which is 11-16. But everyone else has a record above 500. So that's pretty good. And next up, they are going to be playing Arizona State this coming weekend. So Arizona State is pretty close to them as well. Their overall record is 19-9, and ours is 18-9. So I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how that pans out. But I think it'll be a really good series. So, yeah, and next up for our next topic, we are going to get into the NBA.
The best topic of the world.
I'll let you, if it's the best topic of the world, I'm going to let you start off and take off. I want to see what you got to say.
No, definitely. So we are literally a week away from the play-in tournament, which is big time for, I believe it's seeds 7 through 10th get to play for the last 2 spots in the playoff bracket, which the West this year has been a complete, bloodbath. I'm not even going to lie. We have the Warriors with the same record as the Clippers, which also have a similar record to the Lakers, which also have a similar record to the Pelicans. All of them tied for 38 losses, which means it could go either way for the last 2 seedings. Personally, I'm most excited and intrigued about the Sacramento Kings. I did not expect them to be, second in the West?
Third.
Yeah, but they're
right
in a good race right now with Denver to potentially sort of get up there. And I'm just I'm really surprised. I talked a lot of mess about Sac. I did. And I have to admit when I've been wrong, I was wrong. Sacramento, they've come to play and they could potentially make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, honestly, as much as I want to just trash talk Sac and Sacktown and everyone talking about Sacktown, shout out Alex Huddleston. The Kings just kind of came out of nowhere and surprised all of us, really, and they're the 3 seed. And honestly, I really got to give credit to De'Aaron Fox. I think he's really been an asset to them, and just honestly a bunch of other guys I can't even name them all right now, but they're just super underrated, and it just kind of came in under the radar, and they're here to play. And honestly, for someone who doesn't really follow basketball as much, I kind of want to just see them create some chaos and see how far they can go.
I mean, you have to attribute, the coaching change that they made. Coach Mike Brown has been phenomenal. I don't think they have this season without him in place. So.
Yeah, but even so, like the West, obviously, like it's a lot closer than anticipated, and everything's getting like shaken up. Like, I thought the Mavs were supposed to be good with Luka, but they've just kind of fallen off, and they're at 11. I kind of hope they like get in because I like Luka, but like the Jazz, Trailblazers, sorry Gunner, but they're like way down in 13th. Like that's tough luck. R.I.P. Damian Lillard. Yeah. But honestly, the East, there's a little bit of a surprise up there too. With the New York Knicks are in the 5 seed in the East, and that also kind of caught my attention because the Knicks haven't really been, in the last couple of years at least, like been doing too much, but they're kind of making a splash right now. So.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what the Knicks do. I mean, I don't expect them to go far, but I think they're the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA, but we'll see.
Hey man, I'm not a big NBA guy, but I gotta support my fellow New York teams. So. And our next topic we're going on to will be the NCAA Women's Championship game, and we're going to recap that a little bit. So,
definitely a treat for the fans. If you just love basketball in general, it doesn't matter man or woman, that was a game for the decade. As far as like pure basketball being displayed at the highest level, I mean, you have LSU. What do they put up? 102 points on Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa got 85.
Yeah, which I predicted Iowa was going to win.
I thought Iowa was going to win too. After they beat South Carolina, I was betting on South Carolina to like win the whole thing, and they kind of upset them. I was like, dude, if Iowa doesn't win it right now, especially with Caitlin Clark, like, that's going to be kind of crazy. But obviously the game had a couple of controversies in it.
Yes, it
so
did.
I'm gonna give you the reins on that one because you got something to say about that. I'm sure.
We love a little bit of intensity, passion, and although various media outlets are like, they're drawing it up as like drama or like they hate each other. I think what we saw was just pure passion for competitive like nature of the game. Like Caitlin Clark, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We've seen her in plenty games this season, talking her junk and really strutting her stride. And I think if you're a player of her caliber, you get to do that.
I mean, if you can put up 30 in the championship game, then you're kind of like allowed to do that.
Right.
Like I think I saw a stat where it was like over the last like the last couple of rounds, like she's put up like 80 or something, and then like overall in the tournament she put up like 200 something, which is like 56% of like all of Iowa's points she either like scored directly or assisted, which was a crazy stat to me.
Yeah, I think she's definitely, I know this will get under the men's feathers, but I think she's the closest thing we've seen to Steph and Curry, me personally, since he was at Davidson. So that's just me though.
Yeah, no, I agree. But and then there was that thing exactly, I know a little bit about it with Angel Reese, where she did the little taunting thing. And I'm going to be honest, like, you can be good at basketball, but, like, I don't know. I feel like that's, like, she did not have class there. She kind of was a little disrespectful. I know you said it's in the competitive nature of the game, but she didn't even put up the most points on LSU. True. She only put up, like, 15, and her teammates put up, like, 20, 21, 22. So, I don't know. I felt that was kind of out of pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been fine when she just left it at the free throw line, but definitely, like, following her around after the game was already over I found it was, like, kind of weird. Like, I'm sure, I think the best part was Caitlin just sort of not acknowledging it and just like continuing on. I think that was really cool, but like, I don't know, I felt like she could have left it at the free throw line. So. Yeah,
and I'm kind of excited to see where Caitlin kind of goes next. Does she have another year in school, or is she?
I think she does. I think this will be her senior year coming up. So I think she's got one more. I think this was her junior season, which, if she was doing this her junior year, I can't wait to see what she's got in store for her senior year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. And going into our last topic for today is the NCAA Men's Championship game. So we got the San Diego State Aztecs, who are the 5 seed, and the Huskies, which are the 4 seed. And honestly, I didn't really expect either of these teams to get to the championship. But being from Connecticut, I'm kind of happy they're here.
You're from Connecticut?
I'm from Connecticut, so go Huskies, man. Go Huskies.
Oh my God. Wow, okay, so let me get this straight. Did you have them? Like, you said you weren't expecting them, but like, you're from Connecticut. Were you ever like paying attention to UConn basketball, or is this just?
Oh, absolutely. Not as much this year, but yeah, my entire childhood before Cougs, I was a Huskies fan. So Honestly, like the last couple years, again, they were not really that great. They didn't catch a lot of people's attention. But this year they just decided to show up. And I don't know, all the number 1 seeds got upset and then it just kept dwindling down. And now we're stuck with a 5 and a 4 in the final, which I don't think anyone predicted. Well,
No.
actually, the championship matchup maybe, but obviously everyone's brackets got busted after round 1.
I don't know. I think I personally have a grudge against UConn.
Really?
I was supposed to be Gonzaga. I can't tell you what happened. I just know that it was supposed to be Gonzaga. And my heart got broken when they completely mopped the floor with the Zags.
I forgot.
Completely mopped
You're a
the
Gonzaga
floor.
fan. That was really funny when
You
we
know,
beat you.
Wow. Okay. I wasn't gonna. I've been keeping that a secret since I got here to Wazzu. You know, home of the Cougs, go Cougs. But in my heart, it's Zag Nation, baby. It's Zag Nation. So.
Yeah, well, guess what? Husky Nation just kind of crushed you guys. So
And-
I don't know what you're going to do about that one.
I hope that San Diego State can give them a beating of their own because I just, like I said, you know, you knock off my favorite team, you got to go. Like, I don't know what to say. They got to go.
Listen, I'm not going to be mad if San Diego State wins because my roommate, Carlos, I love you. He's from San Diego, so of course it's his team. So we're going to be fighting about this. But also, after San Diego State just won in the Final Four game, like their buzzer beater against FAU, we were watching that live and it was electric. Like, I could not, that's like a storybook ending for them. So
Definitely.
honestly, if UConn loses, I'm going to be like really heartbroken, but I'm also going to be like, I'm not super mad. Like, if San Diego State wins, not going to be mad about it, you know?
So who do you have winning tonight?
Gotta go UConn. Gotta go UConn. I'm sorry. I gotta go UConn, man. I gotta stick with my roots from back home.
You know,
But I think it's going to be a good game.
that's a fair pick. I've been getting it all day today, so I'm a little flustered. But, you know, we're going to add some diversity into the mix. I'm going to go San Diego State, not only because UConn broke my heart with beating the Zags, but because, I don't know, I feel like I like the makeup of San Diego State's roster. I think they got some good athletes there, and I hope they win.
Yeah,
There.
absolutely. And I think I'm just really excited for a good game.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we can really ask for as fans.
Absolutely.
So, unfortunately, that is all the time that we have left for today's episode, but please be sure to go give a follow on all of our social medias and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cable 8 Productions.